Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the brasses as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. The Bears ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcats offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the veteran, a guy who has been around and is ready to finish his final season with a bang.
So nice to have guys like this that have been around the block, that know the offense inside and out. Guys I can trust. Leadership, play on the field, all the boxes are checked.
Yeah, because he's a leader, too, I think this is a guy the offense looks to make plays early. So if I'm the quarterback, I'm calling this guy's number a lot early in this game to go make plays.
To the air, it's Osborne. Quickly to the tight end. Runs through a tackle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Bearcats in the hurry up.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Off the play fake. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically downfield. You saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
He's right on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Trying play action. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. from the gun on third down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Right down the middle. Got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Bearcats want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Osborne. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it, offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The give to the back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to get to it. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Got his man downfield.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
The Bears will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking to scramble. It's complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The lone back's got it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, second and long from the 19. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Osborne. Buys a little time. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but...
And they got him for the sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still running up the 40. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Got him downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Bearcats will hustle to the line.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. He's got it again. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Splits the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score Baylor 17, Sam Houston.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping.
And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid... pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Gets it out fast. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Bearcats are in the red zone. From the gun. Give on the inside. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Looking to throw, it's Osborne. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bearcats. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Bears! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense, way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now facing a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Bearcats will punt this one away.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll throw it on 1st down. Working the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to throw, it's Osborne. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. They'll throw it on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it's caught inside the 20. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half.
Number 16, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he intercepts it. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick. Great return to improve this field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the catch.
A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. To throw, it's Osborne. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. 1st down for the offense. The receivers Bears often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He wants to throw. He's got his man. They get him down after he makes the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Dumps it to the back. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The Bears are rolling down the field. The snap sets up the throw. They're setting up the screen. Nowhere to move. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. And the Bears are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Dances away from the heat. He'll fire to his right. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. This offense has a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Touchdown, Bears! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Finds him out of the backfield. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day. The riddle of this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Working that left side now. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The give to the single back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Snap it to the back. The Bears get enough for the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Touchdown, Baylor! And the pummeling has started.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He lets one fly deep. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Makes the catch. It's Cobb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able.
Setting up the screen. Oh, it's picked. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Now, how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man. And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been
looking to take a shot. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arkansas State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Jonesboro for some time. They're up by 15 over Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right.
42 Spiders.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Finds his big tight end. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the player.